Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to enchant in Minecraft. So, to make an enchantment table, you need 4 obsidian, 2 diamonds, and a book. So that, as you can see, it's kind of an expensive recipe. But it is worth it. And that's not the more expensive part. I will say the harder part to get is the bookshelves that you'll need. I'll show you that in a second here. So, how enchanting works is, first you need to have an enchantment table, and this you can do stuff with, but if I just my game mode is survival here, you can see I don't have any levels. So right now, to enchant stuff, you need levels and lapis. As you can see right now, this level, to get this enchantment right here, I need to have level 8, but it only costs 3 levels. It always costs 1, 2, 3 levels. This one only requires level 2. So what I'm going to do, just now that I've explained that, is this is a command, by the way, that you can do. I'm gonna give myself just like I'm gonna give myself 1,000 levels. Loud, but yeah. Now if I enchant this, as you can see, I got knockback 1 on it, which is not very good, but it's still, yeah. So as you can see, well, it just kills them, but it knocks stuff back. So then, though, if you want to make the enchantments better, you need to put. It doesn't necessarily need to be like this, but it needs to be. I'll do this. There basically needs to be 15 bookshelves in any of these positions. Like, say you want it, whatever works best. Like, mostly what might work best is if you have just like this works. I'll just do this for the video, but you only need to have 15 for it to be max. So now, as you can see, if I put the lapis in there, now we'll get something like Bane of Arthropods 4, Unbreaking 3, and Knockback 2. It gets a lot better. As well as, I will say too, golden swords have like slightly better chances of getting good enchantments, but it's, yeah, not that much, not enough to warrant using a golden sword. But then, now, I would like to also say there's 2 things that you probably will want to have at your enchantment table, or near it. That's the grindstone, which allows you to disenchant stuff, and it gives you a little bit of XP. So you can disenchant stuff. It doesn't give you much XP at all, but it gives just a little bit. And how levels work too. The higher level you are, the more XP it takes to get to the next level, so it will be different. It'll make the progress bar go up further if the lower level you are. And then the anvil, which I can show you in just a second. This is used for a lot of things. One of which is renaming stuff. You can rename stuff. Then it'll have like a slightly different font. Like it'll have like a tilted font. Then if I use the enchantment table, you can also enchant books, which if you enchant, say, a sword, it'll only give enchantments that can work on a sword, but if you enchant a book, it can give any enchantment that you can enchant from an enchantment table, which is most of them. Like you can see here, I got Protection 3, Density 4, and Loyalty 3, which are all for different things. And if you try and put this on a sword, which like this, it doesn't work since none of these go on a sword. But if you had, say, a trident, which loyalty goes on, then you could. But so let me show you. You get, yeah, Unbreaking 1. That's a good example because that Unbreaking can go on basically anything. The sword has to be first and then this, which you can enchant pretty much anything that has durability you can enchant, just most of them are only Unbreaking and Mending. Anything except for tools and armor is mostly just Unbreaking and Mending. So as you can see now, I enchanted this with Unbreaking 1. And also as you can see now, since from using this, my anvil is kind of slightly damaged. So then, you can do that, like I just got looting 3, and then, hold on. So then, if I enchant, say, a pickaxe, which it can be any pickaxe, of course, it doesn't have to be netherite, but if I enchant a pickaxe, say, that one got Unbreaking 3, Fortune 2, and Efficiency 3. And this one got Fortune 2. Wait, this one got the same enchantments, but that's fine. So as you can see here, I can combine them, and they'll make. So the 2 Fortune 2s went into Fortune 3, and the 2 Efficiency 3s went into Efficiency 4. Which, if you don't know how Roman numerals work, can be a little confusing, but they're very simple, and all of the enchantments in the game only go up to 5. So it's basically just. I can just show you here. It's just 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then 5. It's pretty simple. V is 5, and then it's just 1, 2, 3, and then 1 before 5. It's pretty simple. The higher you get, the less simple it gets, but in Minecraft it only ever really goes up to 5, so. Then, so yeah, as you can see, I did get rid of one of my pickaxes, but now this one's a lot better. So then, if I, say, enchant another book, got Feather Falling, which goes on boots, Quick Charge, Crossbow, Fire Aspect 2, that can go on my sword. And then if I enchant this, let's see, that one got knocked back too. As you can see, it's not always good. And if you ever are, there's a lot of enchantments in the game. I mean, there are a lot of enchantments in the game. Some of these are just different level. A lot of these are different levels of other ones, but there are a lot of enchantments in the game. If you ever are confused on what enchantment does, just search. Or Google. Use Google. Is really a nice thing to have. But yeah, and also, as you can see, if I enchant this, then enchant this, and then let's see if I can combine these. Yep. And as you can see, right. Okay, well, I'm in creative mode, so I didn't drop it. As you can see here, there's anvil, slightly damaged anvil, and very damaged anvil. I'll show you what they look like. So, fully okay, slightly damaged, and very damaged. And then it breaks. And I'd say it takes about 20 times using it for it to break. And by the way, the crafting recipe for an anvil is pretty easy. It just expensive. It's 3 blocks of iron and it's like this. It's 3 blocks of iron and 4 iron ingots. And then the grindstone is a little bit more complicated, but I would like to just remind you that if you go into a crafting table, not in creative mode, you can just see the recipe of things. So this one is 2 planks, 2 sticks, and a stone slab to make a grindstone. So yeah, pretty simple, but also kind of complicated. But yeah, it's really useful thing especially once you get a little later into the game. It can be really nice to have stuff like Fortune 3, because I'll just say Fortune 3 is really nice because, say, I go in creative mode and or say I'm mining and I find diamonds. So, actually, here, let's just say I find a 4 vein of diamonds. Both. I'll show you both with and without Fortune 3. Or, like, just... So, this is without Fortune 3 or efficiency or anything. As you can see, mine pretty slow. I got 4 diamonds. Now, here's with a... This is a pretty good enchant pickaxe. Here, I'll throw out these diamonds to show you. I got 10 diamonds from that. I got 6 more diamonds. More than double just from having Fortune 3 on me. Which is... So, yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. Okay, well, that's all for today. Well, bye, guys.